We're installing a T96 custom steering wheel in our Porsche Boxster 986. Okay, first thing we got to do, battery. We don't want the airbag going off.
Yeah.
So, disconnect the battery. We've already done it. Pop that. You got to just undo the ground. You do a 10 mil disconnect. Let it sit for a little while. Push the brake pedal a little bit. You want it to discharge and get all the electricity out of the system. And then we're gonna get some tools. Tools here. Torque wrench you don't need, but we do have the torque settings for it. A T30 Torx bit on a little extension, small flathead screwdriver, and a 24 mil socket. We've turned the steering wheel so we can access the screw holes. The screw holes are on the back right here of the steering wheel, and they go, get your Torx bit, find the holes. There it is. Put it in. There we go. They're not held in very tightly, so keep that in mind.
It's got loose already.
It got real loose? Yep. Okay, good.
We got loose, not loose this.
Now, no power steering, semi-slick tires. Turn that around. Access the other one. It's in here, it's straight in. Okay, doing the other one now. Just got to hold it tight. There we go. And it needs a little bit more, a few more goes. You can just, once you do the initial crack, you can do it by hand.
Hand push it.
Is the steering wheel loose? Not out yet. Okay, bottom's out. Okay, we need to top a little bit more. We can just go in this way here. That's it. Keep turning. Put that on. Just make it easier for an easier angle. Hold the airbag. It's probably gonna fall off. Yeah, is it off? Nope.
It's not coming off.
I think it'll just pull out now. There you go. Oh, careful. Okay, now airbag is loose. We're gonna disconnect the flathead screwdriver. That's just the airbag plug. There we go. And we now have airbags off. Okay, put that aside gently. We do have to unplug this wire here and this wire here because that is the horn. So we'll just straighten this up. Now we need this dead straight. Yeah, you just give it a wiggle. Maybe the flathead screwdriver, a little help.
Yeah, that should be good.
Yep, that's off. No, that one, just this one here. There we go. Those two are off. So we're gonna loosen this nut, not take it off all the way because we want to make sure the steering wheel's loose. If it's not and you pull it really hard, I think you're gonna punch yourself in the face.
Yeah.
24 mil socket, here we come. It doesn't have to be a two-person job, but it will make it easier because you got one person to hold the steering wheel. I will hold the steering wheel. How about yeah, there we go. Now we're gonna have to get some longer lever on this. Hold, go. There you go. Loosen it right off. How loose is it? Okay, very loose. Okay, still got a couple threads on. Now we just need to wiggle it. There we go. I just banged it and it popped off. Okay, now we've got to make sure the wheel is dead straight. If it is crooked, it'll be crooked later. Okay, there's a big washer there. Come on, washer. Grab it. Okay, get the washer off. Now, steering wheel gently off while keeping threading those wires through gently, because you don't want them to just hang off them and pull. So slowly out. There we go. Steering wheel is off. Time for the new one. When was this made?
2004, I bet.
Yeah, cool. 2003 it was made. Stamp date.
So not ever.
Now, one of the reasons we're getting rid of this wheel, other than I've got long legs and it hits my legs, this side here has come away from the inside frame, so it's you can twist it. Feel it. Grab that bump there. See, it's loose. It's not secure, so it is repairable, but we're going to put this aftermarket one on instead.
And it's because we're not bothered to.
Okay, we're going to measure the wheels now. See the difference. Good side by side. So distance across.
Is that 36 centimeters?
5.5 centimeters that way versus
37.5.
30, so a centimeter. Now the height, because this is a flat bottom, what's the height difference? So for our leg clearance.
34.
34, yeah.
And 37
and a half, because it's round, yeah. That's gonna make a massive difference. All right, let's get that new wheel in. So we just went for plain black stitching. It's perforated leather on the side. You can go wild and you can, ruin your look of your car and put like red or yellow or green stripes and forged carbon fiber. But we wanted a little bit.
One you can do pink.
Yeah, we wanted a little bit like original looking, kind of like OEM plus, eh?
Neat.
So we need to swap over a few bits from the old wheel to the new wheel. Nice and easy though. It's really just this piece here. And it looks like that little piece there. So it all bolts in, including those retaining screws that we undid to secure it. So we'll pull all this off and swap it over to the new one. Start with the little bit the ground went onto. That's it. You just take the rest out by hand. That's it. Okay, and transfer that to the new one. So that little ground screw was a T20, and then we're going to do these three, and they're the same T30 that we used before. So we'll loosen all those off, and we'll pull these ones out too. These are the ones that held the airbag in, so we'll just push those out and then pull those. Okay, just get cranking. They might be on there tight. You got them? Okay, that might be out now. Try the others. Yep, get the other ones now. All right, last one. Okay, is that loose? A couple threads to go. Almost out. That's it. All right. Transferring over. Now, we got those. Yeah, those. That's it. So those are the screws that hold the airbag in. And we need to neatly transfer those over to here. Yep. There's little holes for them to go into. And then drop that. Drop it in position there, get everything lined up, and we'll start tightening those bolts up. Got them all finger tight, just kind of started, because they got springs on them, of course, which is what holds the airbag, the horn up. Just tighten that. And these screws that hold the airbag through needed a wiggle from behind just to line them up to go through the holes. Now this actually adjusts the distance the airbag's going to sit out, so we're going to have to like test fit this, I think. Because if we go super tight, no real room for the airbag to clamp down. I don't think. We'll see. Oh no, there's room. Okay. Okay, we got those snug. They're not going anywhere. Those screws are there. Let's put this in the car now. Ready to go. Okay, we got all that gut swapped over. We put the wires through, and now we want to line up the splines so the wheel is straight. This is an important moment. Everything's through? No, not everything's through yet. We're missing, there we go. Missing a wire.
Yeah, put this in. Not that. What is where? What?
It's all right, we'll put it on in a second.
Actually, yeah, that.
We'll get it bolted on first.
Okay.
Took a gentle wiggling, but then it dropped right on. And there's little pegs that stick out from the plastic thing that's behind here. And that's got to make sure that they line up in those holes there. So I think that might have been our little bit of a problem. So we'll get our washer happening here. That's goes on like that. And our nut.
Pretty sure they should be lined up with the pink fingers.
Yeah, but we have to tighten it first.
Good point.
Good point. Now I can already tell sitting in here. Oh, so much room for my legs. And it's just this nice smaller size. Okay, let's tighten this up. Okay, we got it snug there, and then we'll switch over to our torque wrench. So the torque settings on this are 46 Newton meters. So we will tighten that to the factory setting of 46 Newton meters. But otherwise, yeah, just get it tight.
Filming.
Right?
Yep.
So I was trying to hold it with my legs. I know when you have an extension on a torque wrench, it always gives a different reading, but I get a pretty good idea what it's supposed to do. There we go. Okay, reconnect our wires. We have, that goes on there. The brown one goes on to
one of them.
That's right, one of those pegs there. sideways. Yep, that's it. There we go. Okay, putting the bag back in. There's only one way this plug can go, but it just goes down. I'll plug that in. And now slide the bag in. Sweet. So now we just got to get these screws tighten up on the back here. So we'll get these screws to line back up. So this might be a bit tricky. In. Yeah. Okay, that one's in. I'll just tighten it. Before we get it super tight, we'll do the other side. Okay, now turn it the other way. It definitely looks like it could be factory. That's good.
Well, then maybe like this one. Top a little.
Yeah, the whole thing looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't want to get this stuck in there. All right, that one was tight, and this one will get tight. That's good. That's really good.
Just that.
That
Like,
one.
it just like this looks a bit like a paw.
Yeah, it'll be adjusted in a sec. That looks good. Cool. All right, quick review. I got lots of room. So in case you're wondering, I'm 6'2", but yes, I can get in lots of room now, and that feels really good. Visibility of the dials is still great. I thought maybe going smaller would lose that. Very nice. I might get an extension. There's some guy in Italy who has an extension to bring this out further. It's all the way out, and it's still a little bit shorter than I'd like it. I'd like to have it a little bit closer. And I got big hands, so changing the indicators will be no issue if I put the little extender on there. So we'll see how those go. But this is a great upgrade. Looks factory. Feels freaking awesome.